Family Cup. I've got both the captains with me, the man, the myth, the legend, Sachin Tendulkar, and his wingman. Can't say too much about Yuvraj Singh and the great Undappa Vishwanath. Thank you. Welcome all. So who's going to toss the coin? Yuvraj. Tail is the call. Tails it is. So,
We are going to bowl
Master,
first.
you're going to bowl first. Any reason? Oh, this is very little grass on the pitch. Are you
No,
going to bowl seam up today?
I may depends on what number you is batting. So when he is not batting, I would bowl.
Yeah, but great to see you. You look in good shape. And how does it feel to just pack your bag for a few months and come back again, play cricket, and then again be stiff for a few days?
My bags were packed for last 10 years.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about your association a little bit for this cause. We all know that you've been doing a lot for many, many years, and it's very close to your heart.
Yes, it's nice to support this mission because it's all about one family, one world, togetherness, caring for each other, and stretching your hand to someone who's in need to help him, or or I mean. We've got multiple things happening here, like medical colleges, hospitals, so many facilities. When it comes to malnutrition, they're feeding almost 3 million children every day.
Who better this to know than you, because you have been traveling the world, you have traveled all over India, and in your own way, you must be associated with these three causes: education, nutrition, and medicine. And so is Yuvi also. But under the umbrella, under the aegis of this organization, so I think this encompasses everything together.
Oh yeah, it's a huge honor to be here because we are all together here for multiple causes and to help less privileged ones. There's no greater satisfaction than being able to contribute in whatever little possible manner and help.
You're sounding so polite, but I hope you don't give an inch in the game. You must play hard.
Well, the match hasn't started yet, so
Let's ask Yuvi. Yuvi, ਕੀ ਹਾਲ ਹੈ ਤੇਰਾ?
बस जी ठीक ठाक बॉडी इन वन शेप होपफुली आई लास्ट द गेम
So with these big muscles help you, or bowling fast, or hitting big sixes?
probably hitting sixes but not running or bowling for just hopefully I don't have to do much in this game anyways. Sachin's been practicing for last 2 weeks and
Yeah, I have heard. ये छुप के practice
everybody
करता है.
everybody's scared.
2 or 3 days, only 3 sessions.
देखिए ऐसा है. Today is the match. आपने practice की है नहीं की है? सचिन ने की है. दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी हो जाएगा. आपको आज बैटिंग करनी है पहले इस ग्रीन ट्रैक पे.
वो मुझे पता ही था हमको चेज करना पड़ेगा अगर बाजी ने टॉस जीता बट that's part of the game. We'll give our best and have fun.
Well, that's the news from the middle then. Sachin has won the toss, has elected to bowl first.
Indian national anthem. Such a pleasure and honor, always a pride for all of us to hear the Indian national anthem and those tiny tots who are there along with the players over there who will someday have a dream. And as you see across, the torch being carried by athletes from different parts of Satya Sai Grama, passing through the commentator's box now. And that is always such a special event, the torch lighting ceremony. And as I was talking about the tiny tots, many of them who've held hands with the legends of the game who will be playing today will dream of becoming legends someday for sure. We've got power-packed teams both ways, one led by the greatest football, the god of cricket Sachin Tendulkar, and the other by the great Yuvraj Singh. And a power-packed game coming up, legends on both sides. It gives me pleasure to welcome my co-commentator Atul Varsan, who also did the toss some time back. Good morning, Atul. Welcome. Great pleasure to have you with us.
Morning, KK, and what a lovely sight this is. It's a beautiful ground. Brings back memories, and look at this keen legends on the screens. Sunil Gavaskar,
Sadhguru Madhusudan Sai,
Raj Singh, and Sachin Tendulkar, and plus right side of the Indian team. 4 players. This team that won the T20 World Cup as well.
Yes, and Atul, we also have some members of the 1983 World Cup winning squad, those legends as well over here, as Sadhguru Madhusudan Sai and Sunil Gavaskar for a photo op with and the introduction of both the teams by Sunil Gavaskar to Sadhguru Madhusudan Sai, starting with Sachin Tendulkar 11 as you go across.
Manoja, Shugdinda, Danny Morrison, array of stars, Badrinath, Monty Panessa from England, Alviro Peterson from South Africa.
Yes, we kept telling you that they're all absolutely power-packed. That's as good as it gets. Remember, they won the toss, Sachin Tendulkar 11, and they'll bowl first, and they said, we'll play hard.
How neat. Even the audiences, all the spectators in a white and saffron and red dresses. Symbolism galore since morning. The torch, which is used as a symbol in Olympics also. Meeting the other team, Bakhayan and Antini, the great Muralidharan. What an array of legends here we've got today.
800 wickets. Mohammad Kaif there on your screen. Earlier we saw Venkatesh Prasad and Shamin Nawaz. That's Yusuf Pathan. And one after one they've lined up. This is a great occasion for them as well. They're also getting associated with a very noble cause addressing education, healthcare and nutrition for the underprivileged. We have some galaxy of celebrities there on the days as well who have come here and graced the occasion with their presence. And yes, once again, right there in the center with Sadhguru Madhusudan Sai for a photograph with both the teams, and the One World, One Family Cup that is up for grabs here today, here in the Satya Sai Grama Sai Krishna Stadium. As Atul was talking to you, such a picturesque stadium, you know, right You're not just
to play within your limits, and you play according to your age. You respect your boundaries. But once you are a competitor, then you will actually go across that line and you get injured.
You're not just being modest, you're being self-effacing. Atul, moment you've got into the other, I'm sure you rolled your arm over. But a few of them rising up. But yes, this is a very interesting wicket. And I just suspect, the first 4 or 5 overs will be very important. I mean, will the bowlers get some purchase out of here? Or will the batters go over the top in the initial few overs? That's what will probably dictate the course of the game.
Well, both the things are going to happen. The ball will do the talking, and players, batsmen, will have no other option except going over the field. And my memory goes back to about 15 months ago. Last time I saw Sachin Tendulkar, he was man of the series in Road Safety World Cup, and leading India, Indian legends. Every game he was on the mark, and he is such a stickler for perfection that he practices even for small games. Even Yuvraj was saying that he has been practicing for a week, 10 days, and Sachin said for 3 days. So even for this game, he has taken out his time and went to the nets just to get in the rhythm, because he cannot tolerate no casual approach, laziness.
They've always played to win. They've believed in excellence, and whenever they play, even if it's years after their playing days, they'll play to win. They'll play in the spirit of the game. And Atul, talking of going over the top, who's going out there? Little Kalu. And we know what he can do by hitting over the top. Little Kalu, he was called during his playing days, but we know what a propensity he has to hit the cricket ball.
Well, Kalu Tarna and Jana Dwani changed the way one-day cricket was played, changed the approach of the game, and we saw glimpses of it in 1992 when Mark Greatbatch was promoted up the order, and that showed that you can utilize the first 15 overs. But Jana Dwani and Kalu Tarna, made it into an art form. And that was the biggest reason of Sri Lanka winning the '96 World Cup.
Indeed, you're right. It was Mark Greatbatch who showed us glimpses of that in 1992, and then Romesh Kaluvitrana and Sanath Jayasuriya were the two who started off. There you see Romesh Kaluvitrana's T20 career on your screen. 6 matches, 158 runs. That's the strike rate we were talking about, in excess of 140. That's what he can do when he gets his act going, and that's how good he is. Danny Morrison, oh yes, Danny Morrison will be opening the bowling right arm fast medium, and 57-year-old Danny Morrison, Atul, he is going to open bowling operations. Can you believe it?
Well, same age as mine, exactly 57, and for the test match, well bowled. Oh, that's nice, outswinger. He was known for this, he was pretty pacey. I remember one test match in Auckland, he got 5 wickets, but I had sweet revenge, I scored a 50 at number 10.
Sweet revenge, yes, you don't forget that. Maddie had a wry smile after seeing that ball that beat him. That was too far outside the Ostrom. That's been cut away down. That ball carried down to the boundary. Yes, it has. The first boundary of the match. Down to the backward point boundary for 4.
Well, there was swing, there was seam, but too much room there. And no pace. Plenty of time. Maddie. That nice action, but not much body behind that. That's why plenty of time for Maddie.
That's a much better delivery, wicket to wicket, and that's been given into the onside just for a single. And the moment the ball touches Sachin Tendulkar's palm, the crowd roars.
Well, he loves to be in the thick of the action. Always chooses a field position where he is in the action all the time. The ball is coming to him because he wants to be involved in the game.
Went after it, not much, but they go up in appeal. But more in hope. It was half-hearted and turned down by the umpire. It's 5 for no loss. 4 deliveries from on the road.
Oh, what a gentle 3/4 shot of good length delivery it was. The ball just bounced off the green patch. Just slog. How hit from Kalu Vitarna. get to the pitch of the ball. Dwani very cleverly just keeping it short of that good length. Doesn't want that ball to come under the swing of the bat.
Yes, indeed. He knows that if he goes, gives an opportunity in that slot, the batters will get under it. Oh, that's a slow one. Waited for it and turned it round the corner. Did Maddie for a single. That single ends the first over. 7 for no loss. Tendulkar 11 batting.
The end of the first over.
This is the one family team. Parthiv Patel, Shobhan Mohammad Kaif, Ramesh Kaluvitarna, Yuvraj Singh, Yusuf Pathan, Jason Kreja. What a long batting lineup this is. And Darren Maddy, bottom of the rank, but opening the batting. No Parthiv, no Kaif as yet, but I thought Parthiv Patel should have opened because till recently, whenever we have seen him play, whether it's Legend Series in USA or any Legend Series across the world, when in Zimbabwe we were there, he opens the batting and he's got that beautiful technique to make that new ball count for the batting team.
RP Singh, you just saw his statistics on the screen, 133 T20s. Done a lot of good service for India over the years. That's a good ball. That's a good ball. Just a shade outside off and leaving the batter as well. And a lot of smiles around. Look at the spirit in which this whole game is played.
When as a fast bowler in the morning, you see so much grass on the pitch, the whole day you're smiling. You can't keep to control your smiles. And look at that gentle ball and the way it carried to the wicketkeeper. Again, the hint of swing and that teasing length by RP Singh always gives him a lot of chance for the ball to get some swing, some seam in the air. He's got that perfect action, perfect line, and sometimes we call him RP Swing.
That's his pitch that Atul Vasan did a pitch report about. Look at the amount of grass on that, and it was expected that the captain batting first will field, which is what Tendulkar did. Outside the off stump again, goes after it, does Maddie, but doesn't make contact. So just a couple in this RP Singh over. One World won the toss and elected to field. So one family is batting, 9 for no loss, 1.2 overs. Decent start, 7 runs to the over. And Maddie is 8 of 6 deliveries. Kaluvitarna hasn't had much of the strike, 1 of 2. Catch the bottom edge onto that one, probably wanted to play a square off the wicket. Goes down to third man to Irfan Pathan for a single. Into double figures. Now one family, 10 for no loss.
No.
10 for no loss. Here's the 5th delivery from RP Singh, and that's over the top. Will that carry it on to the boundary, over the bowler's head, down to the side screen in front of us for 4. Aggressive looking stroke there from Ramesh Kaluvitarna. We told you he can do this, and he's getting into the act. He said, okay, outside the off stump, let me go after it. Over the bowler's head, down to the boundary for his first boundary. And that takes one family 14 for no loss. Last ball coming up. And that's in the air, but dropped well short of third man, which is Irfan Pathan at the end of the second over. 15 for no loss, one family. Ashok Dinda starts a fresh over, but a bowling change from the end where we are broadcasting, and outside the off stump. That's a good delivery, pacey delivery outside the off stump. Kaluvithar now wants to go after it, doesn't make contact.
That was a bit pacey. Just pushing the ball with the weight of the body behind it. And this pitch has done the rest. What a nice carry and bounce to the wicketkeeper. And look at that smile. Kaluvithar also was surprised. This one just took off.
This time on the leg and barrel stumps, he's turned him round the corner. This will carry down to the boundary for 4, down to long leg. So Kalu getting into the act. 4 more, 19 for no loss for that boundary. Kalu is into double figures on 10.
Well, Dinda trying to overcompensate for that ball which was outside off stump. Trying to swing the ball from the pad length. Never easy because your shoulder drops. And seldom that ball comes back or holds line from that length and that spot.
This time wants to play the short arm pull in that occasion. Kalu, the slow one, little bit held it back, did Dinda. In comparison to the earlier one, doesn't middle it. The ball balloons a little bit into the air, gets a single in the bargain. Legs by is signaled by the umpire. So, Mr. Extras for the first time in this match. And 20 on board already for one family with that single by way of leg buys.
Again, that corridor of uncertainty. Ashok Dinda recently was playing in the IPL, so he's fitter than the 2 of his predecessors.
Also younger by that way, and that makes so much of difference actually. Here is Dinda for his 5th delivery. Well, that's played beautifully. Square of the wicket on the offside. Has enough legs to carry down to the backward point boundary for 4. Had the bat and then was dispatched to the backward point boundary for 4.
Well, again, that good delivery followed up with a boundary. So trying to compensate. Whatever he does and beats the batsman, he tries to just push it a little bit further to try and get that wicket. Oh, look at that. Look at the ball take off. I would be looking forward for Makhaya and Tini to bowl. End of the over. It's 24 for no loss.
Welcome back. We've seen 3 bowlers in operation there. Danny Morrison, none for 7. RP Singh, none for 8. Ashok Dinda, none for 8. A good start here for one family. 24 for no loss in 3 overs. And at about 8 to the overs as a click. As first ball of a fresh over at a short in length, just a shade outside the off stump, gets on top of it. Does Kalu and punches it down to point, gets a run. And that's his 2nd over from RP Singh on the trot. And his first over cost him 8.
RP also trying to rely more on swing rather than bending his back. When the ball just lands on the seam, it just carries so nicely to the wicketkeeper. Better to keep the ball close to the batsman, try and make him play the shots of the front foot. That's where the wicket will come.
Some excitement there. They wrapped him on the pads, but ball definitely missing the leg stump on that occasion. RP Singh getting a fair amount of purchase out of this wicket. Able to make the ball talk. We expected the pace bowlers to generate something out of this. Fair amount of grass out there. 26 for no loss. That's too short and slower off the wicket on that occasion. Probably held that ball back. And is there a shy at the non-striking end? Is there a run out? They go up and appeal. The umpires have moved so far. Yes, I think there's no possibility there because very clearly the batter has made his ground. They get a single in the bargain. And good thinking there by RP Singh Atul. Just short in length and also slower through the air.
Well, that's his forte, change of pace. And when the ball doesn't swing and seems too much, then RP always used to rely on his cleverness, his varieties. He has played a lot of cricket all over the world. He knows what to do on this pitch. Again, a slog sweep. Not a very good looking shot, but productive. Will fetch him another 4.
Put it in the slot. Kalu will go after you. Got under that and hammered it past orthodox mid wicket for 4. Look at that. That was in the slot for Kalu. Fetched it from outside off and dispatched it to the mid wicket boundary. Just a couple of bounces to the boundary for 4. 28 for no loss. Here's RP for the 4th time in this over. And that's a much better ball. PC also nipping back into the right-hander and rocks back onto that back foot, does Kalu, and punches it into the covers for single. And that takes one family up to 33 for no loss. 1 delivery left in this 4th over. This over from RP Singh has cost them 9 runs, including that boundary of the previous delivery. Baddy is 13. Kalu overtaking him now. RP to Maddy, that's well played and well bowled also on the off and middle and pushed into the covers at the end of 4 overs. 1 family, 34 for no loss.
One family has scored 34 no loss. I want to see you put both your hands up and come on. When I say clap, you will clap. Everybody with me. Clap. Once. One time. Clap.
Welcome back. One family put into bat are 34 for no loss of 4 overs. 8.5. The run rate. A good start for them here. And that brings in a bowling change. Monte Pandasar for the first time in this match. Spin also for the first time in this match. By way of 34 T20 matches in his career, 27 wickets with an economy of 7.55. Round the wicket. Pandasar well tossed up this time. Driven in a controlled manner down to long on to Irfan Pathan for a single. That will take Maddy up to 15 and one family 35 for no loss. Monte Pandasar, and that was short and length, goes after it. Kalu thought he had an opportunity to hoist it backward square leg, misses contact. So 2 good deliveries. Monte Pandasar there. Yes, that was there for the slog sweep. Well tossed up and Kalu goes after it. And was that a stumping chance missed? Probably. We'll get to know that. Kalu came down the wicket. There you see. And yes, probably another day that could have been somebody comes down the wicket this time. He finds his spot. Down to wide long on for 4.
Well, you miss, he hits. He hits, you miss. This has been the game so far. Pretty decent scoring rates you've seen. A single wicket has fallen. So, one family is off to a flyer, I think. And they bat deep. Again, Kalu stepped out and this time he's just walking.
Earlier on it was missed, but this time around the stumps whipped off and Kalu will take the long walk back to the pavilion, but he's done his job. He has gotten one family off to a flyer. Came down the wicket and Monte Pandasar is happy or what? The bowling change has worked. Atul has gotten the first wicket, as it often does in modern version of T20s.
Well, I was walking down the corridor coming to the commentary box this morning from the stadium, and beautiful portrait of Bishan Singh Bedi. And Bishan Singh Bedi's tactic was that boundary on a 6 to the batsman and then by his wicket. Monty has just done the same thing, gave the boundary. Kalutana thought that he is going to be doing that again and again, and here comes the wicket. The first
right-hander turns into the right-hander. Off the back foot, pushes it into the covers. And is that the end of the over? It is. At the end of 5 overs, 39 for 1. I told you this match is with the cause of education, healthcare, nutrition. And this is what is being done by the Satya Sai Trust and under the guidance and blessing of Sadhguru Madhusudan Sai. Education, underprivileged. Let's have a look at that. See education being offered to the underprivileged as new over starts, and that's been pulled around the corner. Time to perfection. Down for the back foot square leg boundary for 4. It was timing all over that. And 43 for 1. First ball of Irfan Pathan's over, capitalized on beautifully by Maddy.
Matty is in good form. He's got pace for the pitch because he's been playing cricket, the green tracks of counties, and he's used to playing on this extra bounce. And another boundary by him. This time just playing, going across and just controlling the shot, top down, keeping the ball down.
Absolutely. One on the other side of the wicket. Time to perfection. This time short outside the off stump. You're right, absolutely, Atul. Look at that. Right that bat down correctly. Horizontal bat. Time to perfection. Down to third man for 4. And this time a control drive down to long on. Initially probably wanted to make a more forceful stroke on the onside. Checks his stroke, realizing that he hadn't got to the pitch of that one and gets one in the bargain. But a good start. Good start to this over from Irfan Pathan. 9 runs already and 1 family. Heading towards 50 mark now. 48 for 1. Run rate increasing with every passing over. 8.73. Just a back. A wide declared. Yes, indeed, that was a wide moment. We saw that. But good thinking there by Irfan Pathan there, Atul. Realizing that cutting the pace probably is the idea. Cut the pace on that ball, but probably was wide of the leg stump.
A very thin line between a good delivery and a bad delivery on this kind of pitch, because you can try something and suddenly if the batsman is one step ahead of you, he knows what you're going to try to do, and if you don't have the pace, then he can control the game, and that's what Maddy is doing.
24 of 17 is Maddy. Irfan Pathan this time to Maddy. Short outside the off stump is punched, but straight to point and no runs result. And at the we have one more delivery left. It was a wide in this delivery, in this over. So 50 for 1. That brings up to 50 of 1 family in 5.5 overs. They're going at about 8.6 to the overs. Once again short, and once again that fielder coming into position at point. At the end of 6 overs, 50 for 1, 1 family.
That I can guarantee. Look at that batting strength of this team. You've got Parthiv Patel at number 4, Raj at number 5, Yusuf Pathan at number 6. Can you imagine? So plenty of firepower in the tank, and I think that's why they have to go hammer.
This could be a big total. The ball taps the length to ball and plays it forward in defense. Does Maddie? He doesn't have much, but that big length, which gets the batter into 2 minds. Shall I go front to back? Little more fuller inland. Down the wicket comes Maddie and plays a controlled drive down to Irfan just below the commentator's box. Gets a single. And this change to on done well. Monty Panesar starting off well, getting a wicket as well in his second over, conceding just 2 runs. And but they're off to a good start here. 8 runs to the over. 1 family. Panesar once again round the wicket, short in length, and he whipped it away down to short without no runs result. Good over here, Atul.
Yes, good comeback. After that wicket, really got that good rhythm. This was in the air, but just falling short. Point. But I'm just saying that Monty Panesar always had a beautiful drift. You know, see that when the ball releases, that torque because of the pit. That's where the drift comes from.
Last ball over the over coming up. That's punched into the covers. Will not get them around. Good over there from Monty Panesar. 2 runs in that. At the end of 7 overs, 52 for 1. Yes, we told one of the important causes for this game is education. And let's see the wonderful job that's being done in education. And we have a video on the wonderful job being done by, under the blessing of Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba and the guidance of Sadhguru Madhusudan Sai, and education, healthcare and nutrition, and you can see all those parameters coming up, and as you can see on the video, and that's the video going up, and the multiple causes that's being addressed with this match, the noble causes being addressed in this match. I welcome in commentary position Manipa Maninder Singh.
It's boundaries after boundaries after boundaries.
Another boundary. Now Maddie has decided that he has had a good look, and this kind of pitch is meat and drink for him, because he's grown up on playing on these pitches.
Absolutely, and I think he was a very good cricketer as well, you know, because I thought at one time that he should have played for England for a longer period of time, but whenever he got chances he couldn't capitalize on them.
Such is the story of some players, Maninder, that being good player, having been there, done it, got the t-shirt, but hasn't got that body of work because of that. And I was listening to Akshay Kumar, the big film star. He says, I work very hard. A lot of people work very hard, but the factor of luck in anybody is 65 to 70%, he said. That was shocking for me.
I think it's more than that, Atul. You could work hard, but if luck is not on your side, sometimes you don't get the desired results.
Where do you get the luck from?
Well, I know you wouldn't believe with that. It's happened with you from playing days. Whatever I've said, you've gone the opposite.
That is our job, just to debate and give different point of views. But you know, people may ask, you know, if you're trying to tell the kid that no matter how hard you work, if you don't have the luck, you will not become a player. How heartbreaking is that?
No. It's not that. I think you've taken it the wrong way. I can understand where you're coming from. You're basically saying that if you work hard, luck comes your way, which you've done in your business. I know you've done very well. But sometimes, I'm sure there must be a lot of people who would have worked as hard as you, but haven't got that luck, that push, because of which they've not reached the heights you've reached.
So, that is a superb shot. This was such a gentle delivery, and Mohammad Kaif just waited on the back foot, and it's a boundary. I thought it was going for 6. 72-8.
On over the coach by of score 72 for 1.
Oh, look at this. Oh, Maninder. So many times we have been all over the world. Kingston, Jamaica comes to mind. Newlands, Cape Town comes to mind. And look at this ground. And this pitch. I'm sure I can look forward to seeing first-class matches pretty soon on this ground.
It's not only the ground, you know, when we were entering the place, the peace that you felt was amazing. I think that's because the way people who live here, people who are the heads of this place, the way they think. There is Madhusudan Sai. The main objective is giving education to the kids who are underprivileged. So when the thought is like that, you come to that place, you're going to find that peace.
Yeah, I know. The operational word is the energy. You know, so many people get a lot from here and make the career, make the lives. And obviously, the whole universe pays that back to this place with that energy and good wishes. And you're right. You know, look at the palm trees and look at the serene, pious, quiet, neat and clean surroundings. Suddenly you feel better.
Yeah, I don't think it's only Madhusudan Sai who thinks like that. Everybody around I spoke to thinks like that, thinking of the other person. That creates that atmosphere, that energy that you're talking about, Atul. And Madhusudan Sai did say that this is my family. So when you're thinking about the kids you're giving education to, you're giving these meals to, there are more than 3 million kids who get these meals. When you think for them, obviously you're going to create that energy.
Yeah, I saw that similar thing in Bhubaneswar also. There's the Kalinga Institute of Social Sciences. Similar, and Monty Vanessa finishes over 76 for 1. Oh, Raman is at ground level, and let's see who is got chatting with.
Right by the sidelines of the match action that's happening there. I am right here with Venkatesh Prasad. Venki, first and foremost, what a wonderful initiative to be a part of coming in to play this One World, One Family Cup.
Oh, absolutely, yes. I mean, it's a great initiative, great idea as well. I mean, more than anything else, I think the idea has been fantastic in terms of getting everybody together and spreading this message of one family, one world. I think that's a great message. And what better to take this message across? You know, sports is the best medium, isn't it? And cricket in particular is an amazing medium to take this message as quickly as possible to everybody across the globe. It's important for all of us to spread this message, and that's exactly the reason why all the cricketers have come here. Some greats like Sachin or Harbhajan or Muttiah Muralitharans and Yuvraj Singh and so on and so forth. I think it's great to see not just the Indian players coming from across the globe.
And just on a lighter note, once again sharing the dressing room while match actions happening with your old buddies, some of your old competitors. Just quick thought on that.
I was feeling a bit strange when I was wearing these clothes and getting onto the field. Yes, yeah, it's weird for me because I've not played cricket for almost say about 10 to 12 years. So for the first time that I'll be bowling after say about 10 odd years. But it's a great thought, great idea, and I think hats off to Sadhguru Shri Matsudan Saiji and also Sunil Gavaskar. For organizing this whole thing. I think it's a hats off to them, and it's a wonderful initiative, and great to see everybody come here and play for a common cause.
Absolutely, Venki. Thanks so much for being here talking to us.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
Let's go back to match action. That's what, 79 for 1.
Flighted delivery from Harbhajan Singh. The ball is in the air. And no problem there. Harbhajan Singh has still got that guile. Bowled a couple of deliveries where he didn't give away any runs to Mohammad Kaif. This one was a flighted one. Mohammad Kaif wanted to hit it out of the ground, couldn't time it. A wicket for Harbhajan Singh.
And you can see the joy on Harbhajan's face. He's got his team out, Sachin Tendulkar. Suddenly, when they get somebody from their own past teams out, the pleasure is more. Mohammad Kaif departs in single figures 9 and is 79 for 2 now for one family.
So wicket for Harbhajan Singh. Smart bowling. Restricted Mohammad Kaif in the first couple of deliveries. Forced him to play that up his shot. You were talking about Parthiv Patel has scored 4,300 runs in T20 career with a strike rate of 125. Good cricketer. He was used to open the batting. He batted at number 6, number 7 for India. But he did well whatever chances he got.
Well, he actually played a lot of cricket before Mahendra Singh Dhoni. As a young kid, he always used to look even younger. And then Dhoni came and Dhoni went. And then he still came back and was still playing and still looks like a baby.
Sometimes some captains, they have their favorites, and if they are impressed with you, like Saurav Ganguly was impressed with Parthiv Patel, kept on giving him chances. I thought he gave him chances too early. If he had let him mature a little bit in first-class cricket, the story could have been different. Heroes from 1983 World Cup, the openers, Sunil Gavaskar on your left, Krishnamachari Shrikant on the right.
Well, I think Parthiv Patel is enigma. When he got the chances to play Test cricket, and he settled in well. His wicket keeping was improving. His batting was a revelation. His technique was very good, even at that level. Showed that in a couple of Test matches. Oh, Sachin Tendulkar. There you go. Look at that crowd. Suddenly comes alive. I was asking Sachin, looking at the green, will you be tempted to bowl? And he smiled, yes. He wouldn't have bowled. It was only mud there. He didn't bowl in Kanpur when we played the road safety because there was not a blade of grass there. But Sachin Tendulkar, as we all know, we played together, and he used to love bowling fast.
He was a very good leg spinner. I'll tell you a story. When he first went to Pakistan on his first tour, and he was bowling leg spin in the nets. I really find it funny now. I used to tell him that, Sachin, if you concentrate on your bowling, in case you don't score runs in international cricket, you could play for India as a leg spinner.
But now I think he should pay heed to your advice. He can always make a comeback as a leg spinner now.
Everybody is laughing at me. So do I actually when I think about it. And that comment of mine. But I promise you, he was really good. He could turn the ball a long way with his leg spinners. Like Atul said, he used to his batting. And we see the results.
Well, one poem, a few lines come to my mind by Harvansh Rai Bachchan, Amitabh Bachchan's father. कि मन का हो तो अच्छा है और मन का ना हो तो और भी अच्छा है.
वही हुआ. Exactly, that's what happened. Another wide delivery from Sachin. Sachin Tendulkar. When I knew that he was playing this game, I just couldn't wait to see him on the ground, because he's somebody gives more than 100% on the ground. He gave more than 100% on the ground when he was playing international cricket. But whenever we've seen him when he's played these Legends games or Veterans games, he's always given more than 100%.
Oh yes, and he just hibernates before that. A lot of players who've given up the game actually are not diligent enough to they just turn up. We'll talk about that when we come back. It's 89 for 2.
Danny Morrison, Narpi Singh, Dinda Panesar, Irfan Pathan, Ajanta, Harbhajan Singh, Sachin Tendulkar. Quite a few bowlers used by Sachin Tendulkar.
That's very typical of these Legends games, that rarely you see any bowler bowl 4 overs. It just goes round and round. 4 overs, sometimes you can get stiff.
Yeah, not on the day, but the next day. I can vouch for that, because I did try after I retired. That's well played. The outfield is pretty quick here. Another boundary for Darren Maddy, who moves on to 49. Played smart cricket, because when Kalu Vitharna was going after the bowlers, he kept his cool and kept giving him the strike. And when he's understood the pace and the bounce of the pitch,
and started scoring very creatively, very deftly, very innovatively. Irfan Pathan has just given escort service to the ball.
Harbhajan Singh still varying his pace, understanding the surface, the top. And that's 50 for Darren Maddy of 39 deliveries with 8 boundaries. Strike rate of 128. Lighted delivery, trying to reverse. Very lucky there, Parthiv Patel. Short delivery. Harbhajan Singh is not going to give anything easy. We know he's been a very mean bowler.
Well, this is just a one-off match, Maninder. We were just in a month and a half ago. We were in Fort Lauderdale in Florida.
Continuously, like we were talking before, you do get stiff. 97 for 2.
So we've been talking about all the causes that are taken up by the Madhusudan Sai, this organization, and this is nutrition, health, nutrition, and education. These are the 3 pillars of any society, any youngsters, and look at that. Without this kind of support and backing, oh, this is close, and Sachin Tendulkar has got his first wicket. Suddenly that joy, brings back memories. Doesn't matter if it's a Legends game or a Test cricket, and whenever a bowler, whenever a batsman, turning his arm over, that special feeling is always there.
Yeah, and that a fantastic innings of Darren Maddy comes to an end. We know Sachin Tendulkar, when he's on the field, whether he's bowling or batting, doesn't really matter. We have been talking about it. That he gives more than his 100%. The wicket. Used the shoulder a little bit more. The ball came quicker than expected for Darren Maddy. Nevertheless, fantastic inning of 51 of 41 deliveries. Yusuf Pathan. Yes, it is. Yusuf Pathan. A couple of months ago, I was doing commentary in Zimbabwe. There was T10 cricket being played there and saw him play some fantastic innings. 2 matches he won for his team. Scored almost 5,000 runs in T20 career with a strike rate of 121 50s.
Yes, he was one of the stars in Zimbabwe. We were together, Maninder, and saving grace for flag of India.
Yeah, and the games I'm talking about, Atul, remember we were talking that there's no chance of the batting side winning the game now? And he just won it in 1 over.
In fact, that was not a Legends game. That was current cricketers. You know, that was Zim Afro T10 series, which is a franchise where current players are playing. Only few just cusp players are also there. No player was, I think, more than a couple of years retired.
Yes, there was a lot of cricketers from Afghanistan, Zimbabwe. Short delivery! Parthiv Patel was very quick to pounce onto that one. Played it towards square leg boundary for a 4. Very short that delivery. Again a short delivery, again in the air, but same result. What Sachin is trying to do is, Sachin Tendulkar, he's trying to bowl leg spinners to the right hander, off spinners to the left hander. And I still don't sometimes understand when I see current teams also playing, that when a left hander is batting, an off spinner is brought and the left arm spinner is not given bowling. I've still to understand why.
3 straight short pitch deliveries and 3 boundaries. So Parthiv Patel, oh, it's not a boundary. It's a boundary. Monty Panesar chasing, you never know. But Tendulkar has been taken to the cleaners by Parthiv Patel, yeah?
Yeah, very short delivery. I think he's better bowling leg spinners because the arm movement is better and the length is better. Tighter delivery, this time only a single, but a very good over. 111 for 3 after 13.
So Parthiv Patel straight away, first, second and third gear. So once you come to the crease and suddenly open up the floodgates with a couple of boundaries, then you suddenly feel better. And now this is the health layer. This is another pillar of society, healthcare. When you provide them kind of 360-degree coverage with education and nutrition, and then the healthcare, that ensures a bright future for all the kids.
Well, you're going to see a lot of that. Harbhajan, I could hear him on the stump mic saying, "Oh, Dinda pakadna."
Harbhajan is suddenly, after a boundary or 2, oh, पकड़ ली उसने वैसे, वो छोड़ी नहीं है.
That was a very good delivery. Well flighted delivery to the left-hander. Parthiv Patel, I think, has decided that he's going to go after the bowling. He impressed with Harbhajan Singh, the way he's varied his length, flight. Really serious about the job on hand. That's why he's only gone for 14 runs and taken a wicket in his 2.2 overs. Using his feet again was Parthiv Patel. Very good against the spinners. Very good against the fast bowlers as well, because he was short and square off, played brilliant shots against the faster bowlers. Against the spinners, used his feet and didn't mind playing in the air.
That's one aspect of his batting which surprises me. Because it doesn't look like having a lot of strength and a lot of size, but his bat speed and his body positioning is so good that he generates that power and utilizes the speed of the ball to maneuver that pace of his bat.
Yeah, basically a proof that you don't really need power to hit big shots. You need timing.
Well, you've said that, and what suddenly comes to my mind is that gentleman, my hero, when I was growing up, Gundappa Vishwanath. He was the match referee today. And that he epitomizes that phrase, that you don't need size to generate that bat speed and this pace on that shot. Last delivery of the 14th over. Oh, very close. 1 foot was maybe in the air, but finishing the over with a dot ball, it's 120 for 3 after 14.
So that's it, 120 for 3 at the end of 14 overs. There's a decision pending over there. We're looking at the big screen, and now that is repeated looks by the third umpire. Even a little bit of that, if it was inside, the batter is safe. And Parthiv Patel will be safe. Repeated looks over there. We wait for the decision, should come in a moment or so. He is out, declared out there. So Parthiv Patel goes, and good contribution there from Parthiv Patel. 19 of 13 deliveries, and one family lose their 4th wicket. At the end of 14 overs, 120 for 4. In defense, one roar in the stadium as Yuvraj Singh comes into bat at one family, 124-4 at the end of 14 overs, and it'll be the first ball of the 15th over as we see, and played forward in defense, bat and bat close together by Yusuf Pathan. He's had a relatively serious start. We know he can give it a big tonk as and when needed. Short and length, push into the covers. They want to run, which is not there. And rightly back in the nick of time. Let's see. Raman Banot is out there, and let's see who he has with him for a quick interview.
Thank you so much, gents. I've got Syed Kirmani here with me. What a pleasure to have you here, and what a wonderful occasion when all the legends have come together for this humanitarian cause.
Yes, I think it's a great and very noble initiative taken by Shri Madhusudan Saiji. And for the one family, one world. Right, this is a great initiative on humanitarian grounds, and it has been, and what an ambience this is, and what a place. I've never come across such an initiative, such a mission, where you speak about humanitarian and there is only one dil and no bill. Wow, what an initiative! What a facility this has been provided. About 3 million children are provided with free meals.
Yes, every
oh
morning.
my God, this is an amazing initiative which has been taken up by the Madhusudan Saiji, and I think this is the one and only mission which I can see in the world.
Absolutely, sir, which is providing free medical education, medical colleges, yeah?
Education, healthcare, everything is free on the house. So on those basis, it's a fantastic and this is a wonderful, motivational and inspirational to the entire world, entire community. And I think this should be a great message globally, where it has been taken by Shri Madhusudan Saiji, and I congratulate him for this noble mind which he has, noble mission, and it's all on humanitarian grounds. And what an initiative this has been.
Absolutely, sir. No doubt about that. I can see some of the legends of that 1983 World Cup winning side that are up there in the VIP box as well. Good to see not only these legends who are out there on the cricket field play, but all of you, who won that first World Cup for India back in 1983 to be here as well.
Yes, of course. I think we have been a great source of inspiration ourselves and motivation to the entire fraternity, cricketing fraternity. You see, now we have been a great what do you call the spirit which we played in, We have Roger Benny from the Christian Society. We have Balwinder Singh Sandhu from the Sikh community. You have yours sincerely from the Muslim community, and we have the rest of them from the Hindu community. So this has been a wonderful tricolor which we kept flying right.
Absolutely, sir. You've been a source of inspiration, as has the team been. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, and it's wonderful that you were here with us today.
Yes, I congratulate Shri Madhusudan Saiji for bringing this wonderful and humanitarian initiative. And I'm sure this will be a great motivational and inspirational to the entire globe.
Thank you so much, sir. It's back to you guys in the com box.
Thank you, Raman, and how beautifully one of the greatest wicketkeepers, Syed Kirmani, summarized the occasion. He said, "We are all one family and towards a noble cause." As I welcome in the com box none other than Akash Chopra. Akash, welcome to the com box.
And thank you so much. Yes, listening to Syed Bhai is always inspirational, but this is a good contest actually.
Yes, indeed. Both Harbhajan and Monty Panesar seem to have taken off from when they left off in their playing days. It's 123 for 4, 15.3 overs. One family as Raman Banot takes over from me in the come box position.
Yuvraj Singh, along with Yusuf Pathan, two of the finest strikers that India has produced. Harbhajan Singh is the bowler. And interestingly enough, he stood as a right-hander to begin with. Yuvraj Singh, that is. Just teasing Harbhajan. But he has bowled well, in all fairness. A couple of wickets. Okay, spoke too soon.
Yusuf has other plans, doesn't he, Akash? Oh, what a cracking shot that is. Maximum. Heave ho, and there she goes.
Quite special skills to deposit the ball into the stands without really getting out of the crease. Very few people are capable of doing that. Yusuf is definitely one of them. Good back lift, wonderful downswing. Off she goes.
Look at that batting guard, Darren Mack.
Kaif first, then Parthiv. Yusuf Pathan, and then comes Yuvraj. Ashok Dinda, who bowled for only a solitary wicket, it doesn't get easier.
Well, it's a short arm. Lofted shot that gets the single to Yusuf. You talked about a short ball because he did have the field for it, had deep square, had long leg back. Quite a side that KKR had those times when you were playing for them.
Well, we didn't win anything.
That's all right. I still remember the team unveiling that happened in Kolkata. And boy, I was just looking at the name sheet. I was looking at that sheet and looking at the names as they came out every time I called out a name.
Yeah, the team was solid, I agree. We are part of it. We finished 6th in the first. Should be exciting finish. All set for an exciting finish, actually.
You hear the cheer from the crowd is because Sachin Tendulkar waved. Extra bounce, and that's what it's just that extra bounce that's causing him some worry. And that's the fan following. The fan following the man has Sachin Tendulkar has. He just turned around, waved in the middle of the over, and you could hear a cheer.
And these are the kids who might have been watching Sachin in flesh and blood for the first time, right? So that's the impact. And understandable. There's a fielder in the deep. He'll keep it down to a single. So that's for people who've never met Sachin Tendulkar in person. I can tell you about myself. I met him only 3 days ago and I was in awe. I was like, wow, Baji. Because I hadn't met him. So he's got that effect on everyone. Whoever he comes across, whoever's life he touches is wonderful.
And spacing up to the next delivery from Dinda. Yuvraj Singh. He's had an impact. Starts off with a boundary there to end the over. It's 137 for 4. Yuvraj Singh just waiting for that ball to come onto the bat. Still there, class, still permanent.
Vintage Yuvraj. The ball was neither too short nor too wide. And not just get into the gap, but also the power behind the shot. Yuvraj Singh. RP Singh is brought into the attack now. Harbhajan Singh is a couple of wickets for him. Conceded only 13-4.